Okay. Hi, my name is Juliana Rodriguez, and I will be explaining the creations and just the inner works of my 3D printing Google site creation. Well, yes, creation. First I will be explaining how I used my Google site when it works. So to explain, and also as well as explain the differences between HTML and CSS websites. So Google Sites offer a user-friendly code-free approach with limited customization, suitable for quick website creation. In contrast, using HTML and CSS, it provides complete control over design and functionality, requiring coding skills for a more tailored and flexible website. For example, HTML requires knowledgeable of coding. You need to write the understanded HTML for content structure and CSS for styling. Another example is HTML can use templates as a starting point, but you have the freedom to create your own design from scratch while it is already set and designed in the Google site. So an example I have right here is how this is just the start. Well, this is the tools that Google site gives you. And as you can see right here, you have the text box image, embedded code, and Google Drive if you want to pull anything as of like a just a like a graph or a picture to show your work. So for example, right here, like if I wanted to pull something from there, I could. So as you more go deeper, there are deeper tools and there are more tools available for that purpose. So the way that uh my Google site is stored is in all connected through a server. So the way that I see it and for me to be able to explain it is it's in a stored area with a bunch of other websites of many other people that have created. And how I can access it is because once I have altered the version of my own, I kind of made a certain code where once I log in to it recognizes me as the creator of what I have here. And so anytime I log in, it's going to immediately set me up to get to this page because I requested access to it give me the functionality of the tools. And so from there I can use it to the access that it allows me to. So, like I said, some of the graphics I will go more deeper into is GIFs. So GIFs are kind of like it's like a group of pictures in one and it kind of shows as a video. So the first picture it was shown here, so right here is a just a 3D printing logo sort of I kind of made it and to kind of show the kind of a little of like a aesthetic point I see with 3D printing that I put, as well as a picture of me and my background. So from there, I go through I put that here on the side so you can see it, a little bit of an explanation of the website, just the innovation revolution of 3D printing and the other websites I will show in the reference to explain. So I'll just go from the questions that I have. So basically, A starts off with the indication, like indication of name, and just provide a clear a clear description of what 3D has its point for. So 3D ultimately has a potential, or already has been a potential for utilizing a wide range of materials and unlocking creative possibilities for design. So just allows a faster point I see in creating a product that a lot of people would have to spend a lot of money on in order to get contact with a manufacturer, a factory, and that takes weeks and weeks of just back and forth before you find yourself making something within a couple days that would take a couple weeks to receive. So moving on to question be. So to explain a benefit and harmful effect, a benefit would be its growth it has had on the business and manufacturing world. So it's it has had an empowerment movement with individuals and small and big businesses, just for a small example, as well as it's, reduced a great cost of of the things needed to create the items made with 3D printing. Like I said earlier, it takes weeks, to be able to receive something that you've requested from a manufacturer as like a prototype, when you could just make it in seconds. Well, more so days or hours, depending on the size and the difficulty of the item. So, to explain its impact on innovation on society, culture, and economy a little bit, it's had a culture shock when it came about. And it's since it's first came through, it's been like a streamlined path to a lot of many discoveries, a lot of many different types of, things that are still working in the play. Um, for example, economically, 3D printing has streamlined prototyping and enabled on-demand production, reducing costs and accelerating product development cycles. Culturally, when it comes to business work, it takes weeks on end to receive something, but this way it receives it on faster net. From moving on to question D, where it's like indicate one field and describe an impact. So my my answer to this question I used is food. So food over the past couple of years has had a fast revolutionary effect on many types of designs, trying to make it more economically safe to do these types of moves when it comes to food. That is a whole nother topic. But in the last year or two, it has been a question, can food be 3D printing, and if that is edible? So just right here a little bit, I make it a little bit of a description and of what has come out so far. And there are potential ingredients that have enhanced the point of sustainability, and maybe that could be the new, innovation of 3D printing, making it edible and making it more cost efficient. So from moving on, we move on to E, which is describe a user interacts with innovation. So I just explained really quickly here just the inner works of what can be used by it. And just, you can see here how, like, even in for example, medicine, 3D printing has been used greatly in medicine. And it has been very, very muchly used in the medical world and other things like, toys, the creation of old artifacts, the creation of architectural points in our world, just the point of also like geographical points, parts of, islands, seas. So it's like I said, the starting point is that a person would have an idea in mind. And in order from that to go from A to Z, once you get access to the program that you have for 3D printing, you make it up sort of as you go, but you have to allow, as long as the program allows you to be able to succeed in that, that's all good. And then once you press the go button, because there are a lot of codes needed in order to create it, and as long as all the codes are, run through steadfast, there should be no issue. As like, as later explains here, and it's like, very quickly, this question here just is like quick description into the innovation technologies. And so lastly, my page right here, I do show my references, and I quickly show just describe each page, and just, what each page was used for, and just how they go into my project. Thank you. That's me.